Are you looking to add a dog to your family? I understand that there's a lot to consider when making such a huge change in your family dynamic. But according to www.aspca.org, approximately 3.3 million dogs are taken to animal shelters each year in America. Because of this fact, I urge everyone looking to add a dog to their family to adopt from a shelter rather than get a dog from a breeder. There are many reasons why adopting from a shelter is better than buying from a breeder, including knowing that you saved a dog's life, to receiving support from the shelter, and the lower costs of adopting a dog rather than buying. There's a great need in America for these dogs to be adopted. A lot of shelters are overflowed, so the people that run the shelter don't always have the funds to buy food and water and treats, and sometimes even provide medical help for these animals. ASPCA also estimates that 670,000 dogs in shelters a year are euthanized in America due to these problems stated above. That means that about 20% of these dogs never get the chance to find their forever home and never get the chance to walk out of the shelter alive. So I'll be explaining more in depth about why adopting is better than shopping for a dog. First, you have the satisfaction of knowing that you saved a dog's life. A lot of these dogs come from rough pasts, including being abused, abandoned, neglected, and so many other things. So when you go and adopt that dog and they see how much that you love and support them and comfort them, they will truly be your best friend. And you will feel so good about yourself knowing that I changed this dog's life. I might have even saved this dog's life because it could have been euthanized if I didn't choose to adopt this dog. But if you buy a dog from a breeder, these dogs never knew the hardships of being hit by their owner, being left by their owner. So when you look at your adopted dog from a shelter, you know that I truly helped that dog, and that will make you feel so good about yourself. Also, the shelters help support you when you're adopting a dog. Since shelters have a bunch of people that work there, they spend a lot of time with the dogs. So these people know about the temperaments of the dogs, and they can help you make your decision about what kind of dog do you want. Do you want an active dog? Do you want a lazy dog? Do you want one that likes to go on walks, or do you want one that just kind of will lay and cuddle with you all day? The people that work at the shelter will know this, and they can help guide you to which dog would fit best in your family. They know that if they get along with other dogs, if they get along with cats or children. So this is a great thing when picking a dog. But when you buy a dog from a breeder, the dogs are usually so young that you don't know these things. You can think that you're buying a lazy dog, but when that dog gets older, that dog can be so crazy and almost too much for you to handle. Also, the shelters have more options. They have many different breeds and ages, and you can truly pick which one you want and which one fits best in your family. If you're getting one from a breeder, they usually only let you pick if you want a male or female, and that's it. You don't specifically get to pick which dog you want. So adopting a dog is better because you get so much more support whenever you are getting one from the shelter rather than buying one from a breeder. Also, there is a huge difference in the cost of adopting a dog rather than buying one. If you adopt a dog from a shelter, they're usually around $100 to $250 for any age, breed, and anything like that. These dogs usually come spayed and neutered and up to date on all their shots, and they usually have treatment for any medical conditions they may have. This is so much better than buying a dog because when you buy a dog, some of them could go from $500 to $1,000 plus. They don't come spayed and neutered, and they might have their first round of shots, but other than that, you're on your own for all the other vet costs, and if they have any medical problems, you're on your own for paying that out of your pocket. So the shelters really are good about keeping the costs low and helping you find your perfect dog. Since the shelters are providing all this for you, you could spend more money on more things that the dog may need rather than thinking about, oh my gosh, how am I going to afford to have this dog? So it's amazing that the dogs at the shelter are a lot cheaper, but they also are your best friends. And if you get a dog from a breeder, if you get a purebred or a mixed dog, the cost can skyrocket, and some dogs are even more than $2,000. But you can have a purebred or a mixed breed at the shelter, and they will just still give you the dog for $100 to $250. So you can have the dog that you truly wanted, the dog of your dreams, knowing that you saved that dog and also that it was a lot cheaper. I myself rescued my dog Nellie 7 years ago from an animal shelter. At first, she was very wary of humans and not very trustful of us because she did come from an abused home. After working with her and loving her, that dog cannot be more loving towards people, dogs, cats, anything. And she truly is my best friend. And when I look at her now, I do feel so good about myself knowing that I saved this dog and I know that she's thankful for it. And not only did I save her, she saved me because I love her so much and I know that she is always going to love me too and that we just do everything together. So it's amazing that we have that special bond that only a shelter dog can have with you. As you can see, there are many, many reasons why adopting a shelter dog is better than buying a dog from a breeder. Even if you're not considering adopting a dog right now, it would be good for you to visit www.aspca.org. You can learn more information about everything that I'm saying, and you can also even make a donation to a shelter if you'd like to help stop these dogs from being euthanized due to overflow, and you could even help provide food, water, treats, toys, and medical expenses for these dogs. You can also see that adopting a dog is so much better because you have the satisfaction of knowing that you truly saved this animal. You receive so much more support from the shelter than you would if you bought a dog from a breeder. And also you save so much money buying your best friend rather than getting one from a breeder. Please remember that it is better to adopt and not shop for a dog. You're truly saving a dog's life and they will be forever, ever thankful for it.